I want to talk to you on one of the most powerful feature of Lightroom, and that's the creation of preset. Preset is something that I use all the time. I created over the years what I call my signature preset. So if you go to the develop module, and I have the Photo Surge Natural, for example. So the way this preset works, and I just go over, like a preset, like this is golden hour basic, this is, different golden hour preset, and it just sort of retouches the photo for me as a starting point. I can also do like a daylight kind of retouching. I can do like a night kind of retouching, and all I have to do is go over the preset, and it's gonna, retouch the photo. So I'm gonna show you how to create a preset, and we're gonna create a few presets together, and I'm gonna start from scratch. So the way I create preset is I always start out with a photo. So let's start with this photo, and I retouch it. So I go open the shadows, bring down the highlights. You know the trick now. Do the white point, do the black point. Maybe add a bit of contrast and exposure. And I'll tell you a little story. The preset came from when I did my Venice book. When I did my Venice book, my publisher told me that I had 1 week to give him the photos when I thought I had 3 months, and I had 3,000 raw files to go through. And the problem is that before you can throw away a photo, you have to do a minimum of retouching. Like, for example, this photo, unless I did, I thought it was a really bad photo, but, as I started opening up the shadows and bringing on the highlights and doing my whites and my black and, making it brighter, I'm like, oh, it could be interesting. Maybe I could put on some, warm here and turn on that light and make it darker. And, actually, it could be an awesome photo. So sometimes when you don't develop a photo, it's called, what we used to call the blackroom work back in the day before digital. Unless you do a bit of work that you can't really tell if your photo has a real potential. And that's why what I like to do is I just, I go over and I go over my different presets, and I can see right away if the photo has a potential. I'm like, oh yeah, I see where this is going. So using preset is vital. It's not... you'll see how I do it. Okay, so let's start over. So open up shadows, bring down the highlights, do the white, do the black, a bit of contrast, a bit of exposure. You've seen me do that 10 times now, so you know that by heart. What else can I do on this? I can add some texture. You have to think that everything you do now that's going to be a preset, you don't have to redo it. It's incredible to economize time. It's incredible to get inspired. Okay, maybe a bit minus clarity, a bit of vibrance. I know that was a golden hour, so I'm thinking let's go to daylight maybe. Oh, I was already in daylight. Okay, so let's go maybe to shade. Shade. Yeah, shade. When I go to shade and I still have some blue, I'm like, okay, this is going to be like a shade photo, and I'm going to add a bit of magenta. So this is going to be like a really golden hour kind of preset, okay? But that's not all. That's not what I do in the preset. I'm going to make a little, gradient here. I'm going to add back some blue because, I added a little bit of, I went shade, so maybe add a bit of blue, a little bit of exposure, and I'm going to do the range mask on, and I'm going to do the usual range mask on. So I go a little faster because you've seen me do that over and over, okay? I don't want the sky to be too much, this building to be too much dark. Let's make another gradient with the same value, okay? And then I'm going to take a radial circle and do a big one where the sun is supposed to be. I'm going to double click on effect to, make sure it's clear, invert it. I'm going to open up the shadows just to make it a little bit brighter and add some yellow, add some magenta, and add some saturation, maybe not that much. And I'm also going to do the range mask off so that it goes, when you do the range mask off, two things happen. It goes behind the building, like behind this building, but also the intensity becomes less. So that's when I kind of overdo it and then I sort of back it down. So I'm starting to like this photo, backslash key to see the before and after. I'm like, ooh, this could be a great preset, okay? But that's not all. So, maybe I can go into saturation and add more saturations to my reds to make this a little nicer. Maybe I could go to my hues and click here and go like this or like this. Let's see, okay, go down. It goes towards it goes from like a greenish yellow to a more orange yellow. I personally prefer that. And you can do whatever you want. I can do my formula, of like 10 noise reduction, 60 of masking, and 90 of sharpening. Okay, so, and then I can do the remove chromatic aberration and unabile profile correction. That's a lot of things I did, a lot of things, you know. Now, one thing you cannot save in a preset, but I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to save it, is the upright function. I'm going to press on auto, see if that does anything. Doesn't do much on this one. Maybe there's, oh yeah, there's a little lag. You'll see it's going to make it better. This is, yeah, here it is. It's just there's so much retouching on it. It's kind of lagging. So that's, oh, I love this auto feature. This, if you save it in your preset, you're going to be in trouble. It does not translate well to other photos. Let's do a little bit of post-crop vignetting, because I love post-crop vignetting. And maybe, you know, yeah, maybe add a little more contrast. So a lot of work has been done in this photo, you would agree, right? So let's save this as a preset. So I'm going to close, I have all these presets. This is the presets I work on. So we're going to create a new preset. So create preset, you go just here, and I'm going to call this golden hour, okay? And I'm going to save it into a group. I'm going to create a new group called Lightroom training. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're training. Okay, create. Now, remember, you don't want to save the transform function in your preset. I don't find it translate. It doesn't translate well. Crop is not saved. That's perfect. Everything else is fine. Do not do auto settings. You want everything that we've done so far, and click on create. Okay. So now we have a new group here called Lightroom Training, and we have a golden hour preset. So let's take this next photo, and then let's apply it, and you'll see it's not going to work really well. Let's click on it. Boom. It's not going to be perfect because the photo is way darker. So that's fine. We still have a lot of sliders being done. So I can hold on my black key, and I'm like, oh, it's the blacks are too strong. I can hold on my white key. I'm like, okay, let's... Anyway, when you apply a preset, you have to do your black and whites all the time. Let's maybe add a little more exposure. And so the gradients are in the wrong place because this is a portrait photo. So let's put them in the right place. Okay, let's put them in the right place. So that we just shift them like this. Oops. I just want to shift them like this. So shift this one. And so to rotate, you just select it and you go next to it and you rotate it like this. Okay, and let's put this one here. All right. I find on this photo it doesn't work really well, so I'm gonna, it's too much yellow. I'm gonna put back some blue. The gradient up here doesn't work really well, so I mean the blue is too strong, so I'm gonna double click here to take off the blue that I added there. Okay, but I'm starting to like the photo, to be honest. Okay, now let's go to the radial circle, and the circle is really in the wrong place. Let's put it in the right place. Let's make it maybe a bit smaller. Okay, and voila. And then you have to find like a name convention for this preset. But I'm kind of liking what this thing did here. Maybe, you know, a bit more black. It's still a lot better than before. I mean, it's not a great photo because it's not, but it's still, you know, I want to save that. So I'm going to go here, create preset, and I'm going to call it like Golden Hour 2 Portrait, because this one is for a portrait photo, okay? And make sure transform is still off, and make sure you're still in the group Lightroom training, and click on create. Okay, awesome. Let's take the next photo. And this photo, okay, let's use the Golden Hour preset that we created on it. So if you go over here, you have to wait for a sec, wait for it, and boom. Okay, that's pretty good. That's already a good starting point, and it's working because it's, you know, it's a flat photo. So let's change that a lot. Okay, the black point is good. Let's check out the white point. The white point is not good. We need to go a lot further on the white point. Okay, good. The overall exposure needs to be even brighter. I think it's too bright. The photo is way too yellow, so let's go back to maybe daylight on this one. Okay. And voila. Yeah, I like that more. I think that's more natural. Okay, I'm gonna, of course, and that's something you have to do on every preset. But you see, my lens correction is done. You know, my sharpening is done. So much time that it's economized. It's so much faster. Okay, I'm gonna put it on auto, so it's more straight. Let's see. Yes. Oh, there's such a lag. My computer is lagging today. Yeah, I just updated to Lightroom 9 and it's lagging. That's the problem with Lightroom. It's and I have a really powerful, you know, iMac. Okay, so this, you see, it's too blue for me, so I'm gonna double click here, And voila, this is kind of fine for me. Let's check the circles. And so this preset, because I'm going to create a preset on this preset, if you look at it, is a little brighter than the other one, and it's a little cooler. So you can call it whatever we want. I'm going to go create preset. Make sure you're in Lightroom training. I'm going to call it golden hour cooler, for example, whatever, cooler. Okay, and create the preset. Transform is off, perfect. Okay, but now we got 2 golden hour preset. Okay, so I can take this photo and I can check out golden hour preset number 1 that we created. Check it out. Wait for it. Boom. Not bad. And let's check out the second one, golden hour cooler. Wait for it. Boom. Okay, I actually like the first preset. So I can go in here, but I can make some change and change that as a preset. And that's how I build my 280 preset, one by one, doing that. And so I really, find your style. You've seen me doing all kind of retouching. Find your style and just, use some of these presets, I love this photo. Actually, it turns out really well. I'm going to do my auto because, auto doesn't work on preset. And voila, in just like 3 clicks, I erased a couple of spots and then I pressed auto, and in 3 clicks, I kind of got a photo that's kind of decent, I wish I didn't cut here though. But all right, so let's carry on. Let's take this night photo here. Okay, and let's use golden hour preset number 1 that we created. Let's see here. Ooh. And let's try the other one, the cooler one. Let's try the cooler one. Yeah, I prefer the warm one. Okay, and voila, in 1 click, I did most of the work. Of course, I need to go in there, and it's lagging so much this morning. I love it. Okay, golden hour preset, and voila. And it's, of course I need, I would maybe make it a bit brighter. I think on this one, I want to make it 16:9 because I don't like all the people that's done there. So up 16:9. Voila, maybe cut out a little bit there. I just want to be more on the roof, maybe. Well, I still want to get a bit of that. I think the horizon is not really straight, like that. And so you do spend some time, I have to adjust. Oops, sorry. Here it was just lagging. I have to adjust the gradients, which is here. Maybe make it a bit darker, a bit lower, and this one maybe a little bit higher because I went to 16:9. But I get a very decent photo before, after, using a preset that I created for you. So really, spend some time creating some presets. It's really worth, it's really worth the time.